Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So first things first, head and shoulders pattern here, pretty much had a very strong violent move to try and get that target, and then we had this gap down. We kind of missed this area here. Now I just want to check whether we actually, I think we're pretty close to that head and shoulders target. No, we're not. Okay, so there is still some way to go, but as I said in the beginning of last week when we spotted that head and shoulders, that would probably be an area where the bulls would step in, and they kind of stepped in just above it because there is a gap here. So that's kind of the ambush area that they look for, so those gaps are closed. Still one more, two more, actually three gaps still to the downside, so going to be pretty key. The other one that I just want to highlight here, oh no, not that, we want a Fibonacci here. I just want to see where we are in relation to Fibonacci. 61.8, slap bang, and we bounced off it. Okay, so let's just get down to some levels we can trade. Okay, so on the 61.8 we have formed a range. Now this range here doesn't really mean much at the moment because it is just sideways, but it could be sideways just consolidating for a move to the downside. And bear in mind you still have a target further down. Okay, so it's basically 11,000 area, 1120, 11,000. That's the head and shoulders target. So there is still a target to the downside. So you're going to have a lot of people that are still short at the moment, and even looking at this range, they'll be looking at it saying, well, it's going to break down, it should bounce off the top of the range, and then probably give us a stretch firstly to the gap and then to the target. Okay, that's the case for the bears, and the bulls will be looking at this saying, well, we may have this under control and we're keeping it on the level. We want to see, and we've also got a green bar that opened on its low and closed on its high on the daily. So we've got a fairly strong bullish bar. You can see there's the bullish bar there, ranged bar the day before, and then a strong bullish bar. So if we drill down to the hour, you're going to see strong trend down, and now we're sideways. I'm of the opinion right now that this move down is pretty much muted at the moment. It's probably going to come to a grinding halt. We're more than likely going to gain one of these micro levels here, so inside tails here, so one of these two. If I just do that, so that would be the first one, which is 11,572, and then the second one, which is one that really interests me, is 11,661. So we regain that level, bounce down, test it, then we have a magnet to the upside, we have another magnet to the upside, and we have a level to the upside. That's kind of the view that I've got. And only reason being for this sideways move has been 39 bars over 2 days, or actually 2.5 days or 3 days. So that to me is just an indication that we've got buyers stepping in here at the moment. Okay, and it wouldn't surprise me to see it move to the downside. If it does bounce down and break here, then if you look here, you've got this little trend line to the downside which lines up with the gap, so it's very possible that we move down and then bounce off here. Okay, so we are fairly close. I mean, from where price is, there's still, well, it's not that close, still 600 points to go for the head and shoulders target. So we're halfway at the moment, we're halfway to the target. Anyway, I think I'm just going to eliminate that from my thought process at the moment, and just clean up a little bit so we can just get down to a lower time frame. And again, same advice as everything at the moment is look at your lower time frames. And if you look at the lower time frame here, we are ranging. There's no reason to be in this. Okay, so we did bounce off the bottom, we gapped down quite aggressively, bounced off a level, and gradually ground our way down, and then a fairly strong close. Okay, so that is open on its low, closed on its high, very bullish bar, But now on continuation, if we get continuation, which means another green bar today, then you're looking for a break above here. Okay, there has been some good Chinese data coming out. So DAX futures at the moment is down 0.5%. But I think US futures was down a little bit more than that this morning. Anyway, so DAX futures is 11,565. 11.5, so we're pretty close to where we closed. Okay, so there's nothing really on offer here as far as I'm concerned. We're going to need to break above here. Okay, and that is 11,661. We need a break and a retest of that for me to be long. And I'm a little bit wary of the shorts, but if we do break sort of below and start testing these swing lows, and you can actually just add a different level in here, a little bit closer here, there. So break below 11,455, retest it, then this gap is on offer, 11,269, and if that goes, then you're pretty much on track for 11,020. Okay, me personally, I'm staying out of this. I'm not interested in this right now until elections are over, because I suspect this volatility and sideways motion is going to continue. You'll probably be better served with trading a range if you're good at it. I'm not good at it, so I'm not interested in it. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.